Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons Arbor Adventures. And we're going into season one, episodes. We're continuing on season one, episode 6, and this is the story of Dolos, the Sun Elf rogue assassin, who is carrying Thove, the hate of Vecna, this cursed blade. So at this point, Dolos is searching for his brother, Farrowin. He has been told by Volna, who is a seamstress who served on the caravan that he protected between Neverwinter and Waterdeep, where to find Voronway. Volna was like, your brother will be wherever Voronway's work was or where her home was. Well, Voronway's work was at Candlekeep. And so, using his oratory skill, um, Dolos is able to find his brother Farrowin at Candlekeep, and he discovers that Voronway has been brought in to Candlekeep and has been given Voronway's job. So Voronway was a cartographer for Candlekeep, but like many of the people who work in Candlekeep, these monks who oversee all these magical texts and texts of lore, right? She discovered that Vecna used this dagger, that all lives taken with Thove, the hate of Vecna, this cursed dagger, those souls go directly to Vecna, and then he defeats them in a battle of wills, and then he adds their soul power to his power, right? And that's one of the reasons why, just one of the reasons why he's so outrageously strong, and why he continues to kind of dominate, all these different realms. As this undying lich who's currently trapped on Oerth after a non-player character party completed all the steps of Vecna Eve of Ruin, right? So basically, Dolos goes to Candlekeep, but on his way, they learn that Candlekeep only allows in, if you're not an employee of Candlekeep, if you don't work for Candlekeep, overseeing magical texts or lore texts, then the only way to get into Candlekeep is you have to bring a valuable book, either a lore book or a magical book, right? So rather than go through an entire adventure, we did 10 minutes of we spent 10 minutes making a series of rolls for him to get a book that could allow him into Candlekeep, right? That would allow Dolos to go into Candlekeep and to have the conversation with his brother, Farrowin, right? Which I thought was really fascinating, right? So basically, we made these rolls, and essentially, there were 3 rolls, and he failed 2 of them, right? So the player, the Gold Dragon Master, failed 2 of these rolls, and so what we did was we had him enter Candlekeep with the book he needed, but several of his skills were damaged, and much of his equipment was unusable, right? So he had went red on his gear and his skills. In Crown and Skull, your skills and your gear are your hit points, right? So your gear is either destroyed or made unusable. In this case, it was made unusable, and your skills are made unusable, right? So he went into Candlekeep damaged. That's good for me, right, as the dungeon master, because I want there to be a sense of danger. I want you to always feel like you're, a step away from death, right? Like, and this character is difficult to make feel that way. He is extremely deadly. He really is a one-strike warrior. I think at this point, only extremely powerful non-player characters and dragons, really, and also like maybe like a giant there, but the list of characters that can go toe to toe with Dolos is short, right? So it is. I like making him nervous, having to go into these fights damaged, right? So he gets the book, and this magical book, and this is something I really, so I truly run at the seat of my pants. I really do everything possible to make sure that there is room for the player characters' choices to matter, to really, like, I want the story to be driven by the player character's choices, right? This Dragon Master, by the Gold Dragon Master's choices. And it is really working. So one of the things that I love, that essentially he went on an adventure. We know the outcome of that adventure. He was damaged, and actually everyone in his party was damaged. And he lost skills, and he lost equipment temporarily, but that's the mechanic of Crown and Skull, which I really love, that we're using in this Dungeons and Dragons campaign. And what was really interesting was, so now he has quested and found this magical book, right? But what I thought was really fascinating was he's quested and found this magical book. So we know that quest has happened. We know he got a magical book, but we don't know which. We don't know which magical book was given to, specifically given to the Candlekeep, which I find really, really fascinating, right? And I love that there's like this lacuna, and that after the session, I as the Dungeon Master or the Dragon Master can fill in this gap, like this adventure lacuna that we could fill in after the session. So really, really fantastic. I'm absolutely loving how this is all going. You just heard, every single word you just heard is my humble opinion on the best parts of Arbor Adventure. The important parts when I hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.